Huh?
Dirt work, okay? Can I get compensation for that? That's fair enough. Alright, I'll take it out.
Other cool kid.
So short.
Okay, that's why that girl's a grown woman.
Yeah, this is the one.
So short.
All SMPs die eventually. The chat goes quiet, the bases turn to ruins, and the world, once full of noise, becomes nothing but a memory. But that's what makes them special. You can't replay a moment that's real. The laughter, the inside jokes, the builds that only matter to you and a few others. Every SMP has a heartbeat, and one day it stops. But for a little while, it felt alive. And maybe that's what we are all chasing. Not survival, not power. Just a feeling of being part of something that mattered. Even if it didn't last. I used to think that when an SMP ends, it meant I failed. That if the world stopped, I did something wrong. But I've learned that most SMPs don't die because people stop caring. They fade because we lose direction. That spark, that reason to log in just quietly disappears. So this time, I wanted to understand. Why do we lose motivation? And how can we keep that spark alive? Just a little longer, stronger, and more meaningful. These are the things I've learned. The small habits that make a world last longer. And make every session feel worth coming back to. Every new world begins with excitement. That rush to progress, to gear up, to see how far you can go. But somewhere along the way, the game turns quiet. Not peaceful quiet, empty quiet. Grinding can feel productive, but it drains meaning quite fast. When every session becomes the same pattern, mining, smelting, repeating, your brain stops rewarding it. You're no longer exploring, you are really just working in disguise. The best way to avoid burnout isn't to stop grinding. It's to let it fade into the background. Do it while chatting with friends or listening to music, or after winding down from a long day of exploring. Let curiosity lead again. Go somewhere you haven't, build something useless. Minecraft feels alive only when it feels new. So grind when you need to, but build when you want to. Power feels good for a while. You rush to the end, collect everything, build the biggest space. But then, what's left? Progress gives control, but not purpose. When the world revolves around strength, it starts to lose its soul. You don't need power to enjoy the game. Chase stories, chase laughter, or the kind of moments that make you pause mid-build and just smile. No one remembers who had the most diamonds, but everyone remembers the day someone built a chicken-shaped house just because they could. You don't need power to make your world meaningful. You just need moments that make it feel alive. Playing solo can be peaceful, but even the best space feels hollow when there's no one to share it with. The worlds that last the longest aren't the prettiest. They are the ones that are connected. Places where people leave traces of each other, signs, jokes, shared projects. That's what makes a world feel alive. Psychology shows that we stay motivated when we feel connected, when we are part of something bigger than ourselves. You don't have to talk all the time. Just build near others and leave something kind. Be a small part of a bigger story. Because when an SMP ends, the builds fade. But the memories of people will never do. It's tempting to go far, to build somewhere quiet, away from the crowd. But distance breeds silence, and silence over time becomes a loneliness. Even the most beautiful bases feel hollow when no one ever visits. You don't see other people flying by, you don't stumble into surprises, and slowly, the world starts to feel empty. SMP stands for Survival Multiplayer. Living close doesn't mean giving up privacy. It means keeping connections within reach. Set up near others, close enough to visit, but far enough to breathe. Build paths, railways, bridges, literal connections that remind you that you are part of something shared. 1,000 blocks apart can still feel close when you build a world that leads back to others. It's easy to follow what's trending, to build what everyone else builds, or play how everyone else plays. But the truth is, copying what's popular slowly drains your spark. You stop building your own world and start building someone else's. Minecraft's beauty is in its freedom. There is no right way to play. So find what feels natural to you. Maybe that's a cozy cabin, or a massive kingdom, or maybe just a small adventure with no plan at all. Because when your world reflects who you are, it becomes something that no one else can replace. You don't need to be impressive. You just need to be you. Every SMP feels stronger when it has a story, and every story begins with a character. You don't need scripted lore or grand plans, just a reason for why you do what you do. When you define who you are, the protector, the wanderer, the collector, the prankster, the world starts to take shape around that identity. It gives you purpose beyond survival. Suddenly, every project, every decision, every friendship becomes part of something larger, your story. Because at that point, you're not just playing Minecraft. You're living a small story inside of it. Comfort can be a quiet trap. We fall into the habit of building what we know. The same cave base, the same cozy walls. But routine dulls discovery. When you repeat the same build, your brain starts feeling the thrill of creation. Each SMP is a blank page. Try something different. A new biome, a new style, and a new story. Because every world you create should feel like a new chapter, not a rerun. Don't rebuild your past. Build your next beginning. Motivation in Minecraft was never about perfection or power. It's about meaning, creativity, and connection. Every SMP that ever lived, even the ones long gone, mattered because you made it matter. The best SMPs aren't about winning. They are about belonging. About the little stories and the people who shared them with you. When you explore with others, experiment and let each world be its own chapter. Minecraft becomes something more than a game. It becomes a memory worth returning to.